this lecture, we are going to start with exercise 3.4 using our Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics book of second edition by Karen, Morrison and Nick Hamshaw. This is the exercise 3.4 we will be doing, and for this exercise we need to know about some terms. Let's just briefly review over those first. Okay, so there is corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are also known as F-shape. Let me explain you why they are called F-shape. Because whenever there are two parallel lines like this, you can see these are the two parallel lines, right? So whenever two parallel lines are cut by a third line जो कि उनको दोनों को कट कर रही होगी, उन दोनों पेयर को, whenever there is a parallel line, और so कोई भी पेयर ऑफ पैरेलल लाइन को कभी भी कोई लाइन कट कर रही होगी, तो हमारे पास 4 pairs of corresponding angles बच जाते हैं, and they are mentioning that they are always equal to each other. For example, in this one, this angle, this side of angle will be the same as this side of angle, okay, and this side of angle will be equal to this side of angle. Similarly, if I say, let's just draw something like this. This side of angle will be equal to this side of angle, and this angle is going to be, for example, let's just, if I just leave it a line like this, so ये वाला भी इस तरह से होगा, like both of them are equal. So you can see over here as well कि A जो है वो A है, ये A और B इक्वल है, इसी तरह C और D इक्वल है, E और F इक्वल है, G और H इक्वल है. Whenever there is an F shape, ये है F shape, और ये देखो ये उल्टा F है, but it is still an F. It is also an F, and then this is also an F. So whenever there is an F shape, that means there is a corresponding angle. Then we have alternate angle which is called Z shape angle. ये हमेशा ऐसे होंगे कि अगर दो पैरेलल लाइंस हैं और उनको कट कर रहे हैं, तो जो यहाँ पर Z एंगल बन रहा है ना, ये आपस में उनके एंगल्स सेम होंगे, यानी ये वाला एंगल इस एंगल के बराबर है, सिमिलरली ये वाला एंगल इस एंगल के बराबर है. यू कैन सी कि ये भी हमारा Z एंगल बन रहा है, बट इट्स लाइक लेटरली इनवर्स, बिल्कुल लेटरली इनवर्स एंगल है, पर ये भी एंगल बन रहा है. I is equal to J and K is equal to L. And then co-interior angles. Co-interior angles होते हैं जो कि दो पैरेलल लाइंस को जो एक लाइन कट कर रही है और उसके विद इन जो होता है वो 180 डिग्री का सम बनाते हैं, यानी m plus n is equal to 180 डिग्री. ये C शेप बना रहा है, इस शेप को वो C शेप कह रहा है, ये ऑपोजिट C शेप, इस तरह से इस शेप को वो C शेप कह रहा है, ठीक है. तो दे आर कॉल्ड को इंटीरियर एंगल्स, जो कि विद इन, अब ये वाला एंगल और ये वाला एंगल, इन दोनों को सम जो है वो 180 के बराबर होगा. Now let's just switch to the exercise. Let's do the A part first. Okay. Alright. So I think we have reviewed enough. So A, B, and then this is 112. Alright. So how are we going to find A? Can you see this pattern? Firstly, there is a Z angle being made. Z angle means it's an alternate angle. So A is going to be 112 for the obvious reason. So it's going to be A is equal to 112 degree, and we will say that alternate angles equal. I'm just writing alt, okay? You can write it full. So you will say alternate angles equal, or due to the alternate angle. Okay, now look at this another one. You can see this is the B, and then this is 112 degrees. So this is due to ये parallel lines है और इधर कट कर है और दोनों ऊपर है. That means it's a corresponding angle, क्योंकि we can see an F shape being formed. Let me illustrate it out. This is the F shape, right? Inverse F बन रहा है, पर बन रहा है. So B is equal to 112 degree. due to corresponding angles equal. Okay, and you can also see one more thing that एक हमने चीज जो कि लास्ट लेक्चर में देखी थी, we can see a cross over here. Due to this cross, we can also say that A is equal to B due to vertically opposite angles. Next, we have this B figure, and we can see this Y. How are we going to find this Y first? Okay, let's look at, अगर हमारे पास ये दो पैरेलल लाइंस हैं, एक थर्ड लाइन जो है उसको इंटरसेक्ट करिए, हम इसको यहाँ पे एक्सटेंड भी कर सकते हैं, बट देयर इज नो यूज फॉर इट, तो हम उसके बगैर भी कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, we can see they made a, let me zoom in a bit so it's clear to understand. All right, now you can see a little bit like this, there is going to be a Z angle like this. This is a Z, so you can see Z और 45 जो है ये एक दूसरे के बराबर हैं. So Z is equals to 45 डिग्री, किस वजह से? ऑल्टरनेट एंगल की वजह से. उसके बाद Z हमारे पास तो 45 आ गया, we know this is 45 degrees. Now we need to apply anything that we know about angles and we can figure it out. There is another thing, अब हमें पता है कि अब y किस तरह से निकाला जाए, but you can see कि ये वाला जो ये चीज है ये पूरा एक ट्रायंगल है, राइट? अगर ये पूरा एक ट्रायंगल है, इसका मतलब है सम ऑफ एंगल्स इन अ ट्रायंगल क्या होता है? 180 डिग्री. दैट मीन्स 45 plus 105 plus y is going to be 180 degree. Why? Due to sum of angles in a triangle. ठीक है? So after that we are going to write y and 180 minus 105, right, minus 45, and that will give us y is equals to 30 degrees. So that's how we found that this is 30 degree. Now we can see another thing, that this is a straight line. Definitely. Now we can find x because x plus y plus z is equal to 180 degrees. So if I write it over here, x plus y plus z must be 180 degrees, right? So x is 40, x is nothing, we don't know x. All right, we don't know x. Then we know y, which is 30 degrees, and then we know z, which is 45 degrees, and then overall the answer is 180 degrees, and we will subtract 180 minus 30 minus 45. That will lead us to have x is equal to 105 degrees. And you can say due to straight line, due to angles in a straight line, straight line is 180 degrees. All right. Okay, now let's look at question number C, and we don't need to worry about such a complex question. We just need to firstly find parallel lines. जहाँ पे parallel lines नजर आ जाएंगे सबसे पहले उनको follow करना है. So this is the Z angle that we are going to find first, and we can see that C जो है वो E के बराबर है due to Z angle, right? We can say that. So हम यहाँ पे मार्क लगा लेते हैं जिससे आइडेंटिफाई हो जाएगा कि ओके C and E are equal to each other. After that we can see कि अगर हम लोग एक opposite Z angle बनाए like this is also a Z angle. इसका मतलब है अगर ये 72 degrees है, this is also going to be 72 degrees. Let me remove it first. ये जो line लगी हुई है Z वाली, and we can mark it as 72 degrees. Although we weren't asked to find out this, but it will help us to find other angles at least. Now you can see अब हमें अभी हमने कोई भी एंगल फाइंड नहीं किया, अभी बस हमने जी एंगल्स को फाइंड आउट किया था, ढूंढा था, और उससे हमने ये डिड्यूस किया कि सी जो है वो ई के बराबर है, पर हमें सी की वैल्यू भी नहीं पता, ई की वैल्यू नहीं पता. You can see one thing, b हमें फाइंड आउट हो गया. Why? How? You can see this, there is a cross I could see. So this, due to this cross, I can say that B and 72 are vertically opposite angles. Due to this, we were able to find out that B is equal to 72 degree due to vertically opposite angles. ठीक है, you can, मैंने cross लगा दिया, you can say vertically opposite angles. Now we know B, which is 72 degrees, right? But we don't know what is A. Let's find out A. You can see this is a straight line, and now we have all two of them with us. So we can say B plus A plus 40 is equals to 180 degree due to, I'm just going to phrase the sentence के क्या होगा आगे, जैसे sum of आने वाला है, क्या आने वाला है, so that it will be easier to say, and you can just write it down on your own. So you will say b plus a plus 40 is equal to 180 due to angles in a straight line is the sum of angles in a straight line is 180 degrees. And now we are going to find out what is going to be its answer. 72 plus a plus 40 is equals to 80. That means 180 minus 40 minus 72. This will lead us that we need to find, so it will give us 68 degrees, right? We were able to find A because of angles in a straight line. After that, we have found this one, A, B. We just need to find C, D and E. For finding C, look at this. This is a straight line as well, this one, right? For this line, we can say that A, let me switch the color so it's easier to understand. A plus B plus C is equals to 180 degrees, and we know A is 68, we know B is 72, but we don't know C, so we will write it as it is and then 180 degrees. And now we can say that 180 minus 72 minus 68, and then C is going to be 40 degrees, right? And due to C, we got to know that E is also equal to C due to alternate angles. I'm going to write Z because Z is basically alternate angles को represent करता है. So E is also going to be 40 degrees. Okay. Now we have found C, which is 40 degrees, E, which is 40 degrees. We just need to find D. We can use another, or also we can also see कि ये vertically opposite angle भी बन रहा है. I was going to look for the straight, मतलब मैं पहले straight line, sum of angles on a straight line निकालने लगी थी, but I just saw that A is equal to D as well. So D is, what was D? Did we find? Okay, we have to find D. So A is 68. So D is also going to be 68 due to vertically opposite angles. So this will be the answers for part C. Okay. After all, then we have this D part. Look at this D part. We have this B 39 A. Okay. अब हमारे पास ये जो पैरेलल लाइंस हैं वो भी हैं. अब पैरेलल लाइंस जो हैं हम उनको एक्सटेंड भी कर सकते हैं फॉर बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. Now we can see कि ये एंगल जो है हमारा Z एंगल बन रहा है. This angle is our Z angle, right? So what we can do is we can just mark it as 39 degrees. Let me try if I can. Okay, it would be better this way. Yes. So this is going to be 39 degrees as well. Now we know this is 39 degrees and we know this is a triangle as well. So sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So we can say that 39 plus 39 plus b is equals to 180 degrees, and we can say that b is equals to 180 minus 39, and that will give us b, which is 102 degrees. So now we know this is 102 degrees, right? And with this we can also say that a, what will a be? It's very simple. हम लोग यहाँ पे कहेंगे a plus 39 plus 102 is equal to 180 degree because it is on a straight line. So this is going to be like this: 180 minus 39 minus 102. This will give us an angle of 39 degrees. So this will be 39 degrees as well. A is going to be 39. Right? Now for E part, we have this, let me just change the color. Let's take it blue. Okay. So we have this Z, this is a Y. Okay. Now we have this parallel lines, and now these are the ones जो कि इसके साथ connect कर रहे हैं. We can see ये वाला और ये वाला angle जो है ये corresponding angles हैं. They are making an F like this. So as they are making an F, so we can say that Y is equal to X. But we still need to find what is X and what is Y. We can see that if this is 110, how much this is going to be? We need to subtract it. 180 minus 110, that will give us X value, which is going to be 70. Okay. So angles on a line due to angles on a line, we can find out that this is going to be 70 degrees. All right. If this is 70, Y is also 70. X is 70. Y is 70 due to F. I'll just write F because due to corresponding angles. Y is equal to 70 degrees due to corresponding angles. All right. Now we know Y and we know X as well. But what about Z? Can you see this is an co-interior angles that we have just seen? So this is going to be interesting actually. So we can see that if Y is equal to 70, what is going to be? Okay, we can see that for Z, this is 180 degrees, and then 180 minus 95, this is going to be 85. If this is 85, then that means Z is also 85. If that was 85, Z is also going to be 85 due to um, corresponding angles. Firstly एक straight line थी, उसके बाद corresponding angles की वजह से. So you see, this is how we found the questions as well. Now let's look at F part. Okay, so in this one we have seen Y, X. Okay, Y, X. Let me just change its color. So we have something purple. Okay, looks good. So this is 60. These are the two parallel lines, and we can see Z angle being made. I think let's go for something light color. Okay, alright. So I think it did not change yet. Hmm. Okay. So this is, if this is a z angle, that means y is equals to 60 degrees due to, as it is an alternate angle. Okay, and then we can see that if there's another angle of made, z angle being made over here like this, it's an opposite angle. So x is equal to 45 due to, oh, I just made a wrong symbol over here. That is supposed to be z, क्योंकि ये alternate angles है ना, these are the z alternate angles, these are not the vertically opposite ones. That is why, this is how you will answer these. Now G part. For the G part, we can see that these are the two parallel lines, and we can see that x is equals to, let's, okay, for x, okay, let me see, अगर ये हमारे पास parallel lines हैं, so we can see this z is going to be 180 minus 98. Z is going to be 180 minus 98, which will be 82 degrees, right? So this is going to be 82 degrees. If we know that this is 82 degrees, we can also tell about this one as well, as they are, if we like stretch them out, these parallel lines, we will be able to see that a little better, right? So we can see that y is equals to 60 degrees, as it is a corresponding angle. Y is equal to 60 degrees because it's a corresponding angle, and corresponding angles are referred by f. So this is going to be this. Now we need to find the x. How are we going to find x? X is going to be one, x is actually going to be 82 degrees. Why? Because we can see that here they are making a co-interior angle between the parallel lines. Let me just erase it. Yeah, this is the C shape that they are making over here, that x plus 98 should be 180 degrees. जब दो angles within the parallel lines होंगे आमने सामने, तो they are sum of them. So x plus 98 is equals to 180 degrees. Okay, 180 degrees. So x is going to be 82 degrees due to C, or due to co-interior angles. Next we have h. In the h it states like this is x, this is y. Alright, you can see these are the two parallel lines, and let's make a z first. From this z we can conclude that z is equal to 65 due to alternate angles, or due to z. And then we can also see that x is equal to 42 due to alternate angles, the same angle, the same situation. After that, we can see that x plus y is going to be 180 degrees, as they are angles on a line. X is 45 and y is, we don't know. So 45 plus y is equal to 180 degrees, and 180 minus 45 is equals to 138 degrees. Um, just a second. I think I did some mistake in the calculation. 180 minus 45, it should be 135. Yes. So this is 135, not 138. So 135 degrees over here because of angles on a straight line. Okay. Lastly, I. It looks horrible, but I hope it is not. Okay. Let's keep it 2. Okay. Colorful. सही है. Now we have 3 parallel lines. That means ये वाला इसका पेयर है, ये वाला भी इसका पेयर है. हम लोग कोई भी यूज कर सकते हैं. तब हमारे पास एक ये एंगल आ जाता है इस तरह से. Z angle ना. So we can say that A is equal to 40 through this. It's easy to tell. ठीक है, ये Z angle हमारा ये इस तरह से बन चुका है. So A is equals to 40 degrees due to X. No, not X. Again, मैंने mistake कर दी due to Z. Now we know A. What about B? Can we find B? Yes, surely we can. We know that A plus B is equals to 180 degrees and B is going to be 180 minus 40 and 180 minus 40 is going to be 140 degrees. So B is 140 degrees. Now we know B as well. This is found. This is found as well. Can we find C? Can we find this angle over here? Can we find this angle over here? Yeah, surely we can. Look at this. That E is going to be 105 because they are corresponding angles. बेशक एक पेयर बीच में मिसिंग है बट ये वाली इससे पैरेलल है, ये वाली लाइन इससे पैरेलल है, तो कोई भी कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल होगा वो एक दूसरे के कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग ही रहेंगे. सो E is going to be 105 degrees due to F. कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स का क्या था? F. Okay. Now we have found E as well. We haven't found D and we haven't found C yet. Okay. For D, we can see we know 105, then we can find D as well using angles on a straight line. So 105 plus D is going to be 180 degrees. And D will be going to, D is equal to 180 minus 105, which will be 75 degrees. And here we have found D as well. Now for finding C, we can see as D is 75. Look at this. As D is 75, we can also conclude C is also 75 due to corresponding angles. So 75 degrees due to corresponding angles. All right. AB is parallel to DC in each of these examples. This symbol, these two lines are basically states that parallel, if it is a parallel or a not. So basically it indicates parallel. It's symbol of that. So they're asking that you're going to have and use some properties to identify that if AB and DC are parallel lines or not. So I can see a Z angle made over here. That means these are alternate angles and these has to be the same. If they are same, that means these lines are surely and indeed parallel lines. So 60 and 60 is equal. So that's why we can say that AB and DC is parallel. Next, in B part, we have these two angles. 108 plus 82, these are co-interior angles and they are supposed to, when we add them, 108 plus 82, that sums up to be 190 degree. So 190 degree is incorrect, in fact, because it should be 180 degrees, as the sum of co-interior angles should be supplementary or 190 degrees. That is why this is not parallel. Or a better way to show that these are not parallel, you just make this parallel sign and then cross it with one line. So this indicates it's not parallel. And lastly, for C part, it is showing us that AB and CD, this is 75, this is 105. Through the perfect angles in a straight line, we can say that 180 minus 75 is 105, and when we found that this is 105, and due to the corresponding angles, these two angles should be the same, and as they are the same, that means it is indeed parallel. So we can just make a line like this, which will show that it is indeed parallel. So this sums up the entire exercise.